Haven't you always had something that you wanted to go a certain specific way, or wanted to manifest something so badly and it never seems to work out or never seems to happen? And then somebody else comes along, doesn't seem to put in as much effort, but then is able to manifest whatever it is that they want, seemingly without even trying. There is a certain specific skill that you need to adopt that is vital in any form of manifesting. No matter what it is that you want, if you don't adopt this approach, then you are always going to be blocking what it is that you want. You can always get what you want once you have mastered the art of detachment. Detachment is so important in any form of manifestation work, but also as a life skill and approach as well. If you're detached from things, you're a lot more at peace. But that's not to get that confused with not caring and blocking off your emotions. The way I am talking about detachment is coming from that place where you are not coming from that place of need or place of lack. Of course, for those of you who are very familiar with any form of manifesting work, the law of attraction teachings, the law of assumption, or any of Neville Goddard's work, you will know by now that everything is energy, vibration, frequency. And what we emit, what we put out to the environment around us, will be met back with experience. And you have also probably heard of many teachings that you have to feel and act like you already have your manifestation in your present reality. You need to not go about the approach of wanting something and saying it will happen, I wish it will happen. No, you need to act like you've already got it by adopting the feeling that it's already here right now. The problem is that if you are really attached to whatever it is that you want to manifest, a new partner, more money, that's a big one, or any other kind of relationship, spiritual enlightenment, whatever it is, if you really want something that bad where it's very noticeable that you feel the absence of it, then that's going to cause a few problems in trying to manifest that into your reality now. Think of it this way. What we feel and what we believe is the power point of the vibration that we put out that draws experiences to us. So, if we are focusing on that feeling of lack, example, the absence of the goal that you want to manifest, it being so blatantly obvious to you that it's not in your life right now, but that's your main driving point, well, you're actually putting out the vibration of lack. You're kind of reinforcing that absence of what it is that you want to manifest. Think of the universe as like a mirror. It reflects back what's going on with our present feeling state. Because remember, in reality, there is no such thing as the past or the future. There's only now. There's only our current operating field of feelings, thoughts, and perceptions in the present moment. So we're constantly giving out vibrations and manifesting all the time, whether we realize it or not, sometimes on autopilot, more rarely these days consciously. That's why we say, in any sort of teachings, for manifesting, adopt the feeling that you already have it. Because if you already feel that it's present within you, that present feeling is going out to the reality around you, and the mechanics of the universe, the way the manifestation process works, will then bring those experiences to you, because you are stating that in your present tense, you have everything that you need. You are abundant, you've got a perfect partner, you've got a wonderful car, you've got perfect health, you're at peace, you've got all the money that you need. But again, if you're really detached on what thing that you want and you don't have it, and you're constantly thinking, when's it going to come? All right, universe, when are you going to deliver it? And you're kind of becoming obsessing over it, you are actually focusing more on that feeling of lack rather than that state of abundance. And so this is how we can block the manifestations from coming, because if your main default feeling is the lack, the universe is going to read that signal. No matter how much you want something, it doesn't matter how much you want something, wanting doesn't bring it to you. It's that affirmative statement of what you affirm to be true in your reality. But because we are always manifesting, this is another distinction. Manifesting always happens. We never stop manifesting. We just might not always manifest what we want and what our conscious goals are, but we are always manifesting something by default. It can't not stop. It's always happening. So therefore, if you are feeling the lack and you're overly attached on something because you feel that you really need it, then you're going to actually manifest more situations, feelings, perceptions in your reality that's going to reflect an abundance of need and lack. This is a belief that we need to really register in our mind. The universe is naturally abundant. Energy is infinite. In quantum physics, it shows this, which is what we're all part and made from. So if everything's abundant, we just choose the label of what is abundant. So when we say we want to be more abundant, we want to feel that we have an abundance of money, abundance of health, the inner peace, whatever it is that you want. But you can also have an abundance of what we call lack. So I'm saying that the problem is that if you're so attached to what it is that you want, and you're putting out all that feeling state of need, you're just going to keep manifesting more scenarios that reinforce the fact that you're lacking. So you're not lacking, you're actually in an abundance still. We're always in abundance, but the definition, what the tunnel that you're choosing to look out from is of the definition of lack. So you will have an abundance of scenarios that means that definition of lack. But of course, we can change the vision, the perception that we are looking out of, and we can rechange that meaning. So, by detaching from whatever it is that you want and allowing the law and process for everything to be taken care of, we are conscious creators. We can manifest what we want, but we are not in charge of the mechanics of how this works. That is up to the universal law, the higher intelligence, to God, to source, whatever it is that you want to call it. It's your job to step out of the way now. Start embodying the feeling that of whatever it is that you want, you already have. You can do your visualizations, you can do your affirmations, you can do your meditation, but there comes a point where you have to let go. And I like to say, let the universe meet you halfway. Forget timelines. Don't set goals of when you want to manifest something by a certain time and date, like some people do. That causes unnecessary pressure, because ultimately what you want is you want to be in alignment with your highest and best. Whether you realize it or not, that's what everyone wants. Everyone wants everything to work out in their lives perfectly and have peace. So to always be in that state is to be in a position where we can go with the flow and allow things to happen for our highest and best, because no matter what happens, we know everything will be fine because we are in alignment. So if you can let go, allow the universe to naturally take care of the details of the timing, the circumstances, the whens, the hows, in what form. And all you need to do is maintain that consistent vibration, because whatever it is that you want to manifest, even if consciously, which might majority of the time be coming from this place of lack, you might think you need something by a certain specific time. It might not be the right timing for you in the long term. So then allow the universe to know, and your higher self to guide when that perfect timing for your manifestation to appear happens, because you know no matter what, it will be fine and perfect. So be detached. It doesn't mean you stop caring. It doesn't mean you lose motivation. They are separate entities themselves. The thing that we're trying to stop is detachment, because detachment is linked to fear, linked to lack, linked to need. Those are the only things we want to eliminate. All the positive reinforcement feelings will remain, and just remain. And then you will find that a veil will be lifted. Not only will you begin to hit your manifestations quicker, you will find there is less resistance. Even though it still is in divine timing, you will find that they will still happen quicker, and you will find less problems, because there will be less scenarios that you will be manifesting from that place of lack. Therefore, you can always get what you want when you detach and when you let go, because you are always then in that constant state of receiving. And this has been one of the biggest lessons that I've had to learn. And I'm still working on it myself, because when you let go, that's when the magic seems to happen. But the beauty as well, because this is a benevolent universe, you don't have to put yourself under pressure and think you need to detach everything completely. If you're used to being anxious, if you're used to be worrying and in control, if you let go even just a little bit, that will make a huge difference. The universe responds and reflects back to your vibration. So you don't need to put yourself under pressure to immediately think, right, I'm perfect. I'm completely detached, I'm in full flow, let's go manifesting. The point is, even if you let go a little bit, you will see results. You will always be met, because everything's a reflection. If you let go by 15%, you'll be met by a 15% difference, improvement. So just work on letting go gradually, and the whole manifestation process will be that much easier. But if you'd like to know what signs you can look out for from the universe that lets you know how your manifestation is coming to you, check out this video up here, and I'll go through 3 unexpected signs that you might actually be receiving that lets you know your manifestation is on the way. Love and light.